This is the video going over my CloudCompare process from my JPEG image files to a text file into a 3D point cloud using CloudCompare. I will be going over my one side of my outdoor object, which is the Brendan Irebe Center sign here in the Engineering Plaza. It is made out of concrete with these engravings of the sign of what the building is. My goal by the end of my project is to be able to pick out at least some of these bigger letters of my LiDAR scan. So much like last time with my indoor scan, I used the color picker.py to sort of filter out any noise. This was much different than the indoor one. The indoor one, I had all control of how much light was in the room I was scanning in. However, outdoors, I guess this is why you wanted us to do it the one side this week, so we could sort of get an understanding of what the ambient light would be surrounding the object. So after that, I sort of put the HSV values into new generation.py. I ran it, and then when I open CloudCompare, I get this, which doesn't look great. I do get these lines here, and one thing I am lucky or happy to get on the first run is the curvature of this wall here because it is sort of curved from bottom to top. You can't really see it here, but it sort of goes down and up. And that is where I started my scan. So going over some of the different pictures I took, they remain fairly straight as we've gone up. And as we go up, you can sort of see the tower here. I knew these lights would be on. They're not, and they're not as impactful as this one here. But for the future, definitely a tarp or some sort. We had umbrellas, as you can see here. It did a fairly okay job of blocking this light off, but then this was here. So I think for my outdoor scan next week, just getting able to put a tarp behind it, maybe something over the top and really getting this out there because, it got a good sliding motion up. The laser stayed in the same spot for the most part. And so really my only issue is the ambient light behind the building. I do think this would probably be the most challenging side of it because the other three sides aren't exposed to this light behind the building. So for next week, definitely just showing up more prepared, um, ready to ready to scan. And I'm not totally disappointed in this. I am kind of happy that we sort of got some of the curvature at the bottom. But yeah, so just able to block out that ambient noise and being able to get a more reliable and efficient scan.